Truly touching listening to the people talking about Brian and Kate. Anyway, when I first found out about this engagement, I thought I would sit down and write down a few thoughts. We might make it a little bit easier. Quit crying, Kate. So I wrote down these thoughts and revisited them.
Hold the mic up.
Her mother's been telling me to do things for many years. Revisited those thoughts and threw them in the garbage and thought I'd start again. And I did that 3 and 4 times, and I said, screw it. We're just going to talk, and hopefully everything comes out okay. And unfortunately, the girls took a couple of my stories. First one was had to do with Kate and her nickname and how she came about that nickname. And after telling it to myself a few times, I realized it did not reflect very well on me. So I thought, well, I'll keep that to the inner sanctum. I'm forgetting all the things I was supposed to say. I feel like dropping the mic and running and crying. I suggested earlier, and I could easily do that. The song tonight that Kate and I danced to, I think it was about 7 years ago, and I sent it to her. And I said, I heard it, I was sitting in my office, and I heard this song, and I said, Kate, I think this would be a great song for you and I to dance to. And she agreed. And I was surprised. About 4 or 5 years after that, I was sitting in my office still, and I was listening to Pandora, and I heard a great song that came on, a really great song this time. And I sent it to her. I said, Kate, what do you think? She said, Dad, it's the same song. Of course, I knew that. I just wanted to see if she changed her mind or not. But there is one, the story, the one thing that I will say had to do with that song. And my interpretation of that song, I hope to hell I get through this. But it was the father of the bride talking to the groom. Well, Brian, listen. He tells his daughter, or he tells the groom, I loved her first. I held her first. I forgot. I meant to welcome Mary and Penny to this here, and I got distracted by all the bawling and listening to my kids. I wanted to welcome the whole Niles family. I wanted to welcome my family. I'm the only boy left, and so there aren't any Hameses left, but we have Burks, we have Hugheses, we have Campbells, we have Russinovich, we have the Hoffmans, all of Kate's family. And they came here to support Kate and Brian in their decision to walk through life together. But back to the song. I held her first. I loved her first. She smiled at me first. We laughed together first. Those were all from the song. But I see Kate's life flashing before my eyes, not my own. And bear with me for a second. When I look out here, I see my daughter, Kate, Hannah, and Molly. I'd like to take just 1 second.
Mic up.
It's up. Mike and up and up. I'd like to thank their mother, Wendy. For giving me 3 intelligent, beautiful, humorous, charming daughters to take care of me in my old life. Going back to my thoughts and interpretation of this song, I see Kate at a very early age, I don't know, 1 year old, and she devastated us when she was diagnosed with Kawasaki's disease.
It's not contagious.
And of course she grew out of it to turn into this little freckle-faced kid running around Alberta, Canada. And my memories of seeing her dressed in little corduroy overalls, dressed in toboggan and mittens and parka and all dressed up and shutting him out the door to go to school. It's 20 below and they're off in a snowstorm. And it could have been any one of the girls, but it was just, for her dad, it was just so cute. As she grows up, Ryan, I was there when she broke her arm, first time, her leg. We moved to Louisville, Kentucky, and sitting in the basement playing Sky Shark with the girls. And you kick my ass. I would send them to bed and go down and practice trying to achieve their skills, which never happened. Playing balloon volleyball in our living room. I set the net really high so I could spike them.
That's awesome.
Memories for, this may not make any sense for anybody but the four of us, but the red rabbit in the barn has to do with learning how to say R's in 2nd or 3rd grade.
Ryan
Not
can
me,
say a
Kate. Going through glasses and braces, Saturday morning sticky buns, Kate eating 6 slices of toast smothered in chip beef. But she grows up, and all of a sudden it's senior prom, and here comes Kate walking down the steps in a really fancy red dress.
Sing it, Daddy.
2 months later, I got to drive her to Boston, a long way from Louisville, Kentucky. And it broke my heart. Well, we get over it. We get over it. And years later, we have a trip to Ireland together. We go to a music festival on Monterey Peninsula together. We take a trip up the California coast to Oregon together. And now this. Back to the song. Ryan, I loved you first. And a place in my heart. Will always be hers. I hope 50 years from now, Brian, you can say the same thing. Love you both. Hopefully everybody has a good evening.
He's gonna freestyle rap.